Ty the Vault Dweller here, and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4. Last video we built this wonderful pathway and this nice wall here in Sanctuary Hills, and now we're going to build the saloon. I think the saloon would be a better thing to build right now. As you can see, the wall is a bit crooked. I don't know if I'm going to fix that later or not. It won't be something you'll see because you already seen me build it, so I don't know if you want to watch me fix it. But let me know down in the comments if you think I should just leave it and say, hey, it's the wasteland, it's not perfect. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that one. So let's do this. Now, I have built this saloon in the past. I think it's a pretty cool thing to build, and yeah. The only thing I will warn you, and it's a very frustrating thing to deal with, is this frickin' bush. Because you have to build in somewhat into that bush, and same with over here. So this is going to be tricky. I did turn the volume down on the game a bit because it doesn't need to be blaring. So we're going to start out with the shack floors. Usually what I tend to do is place one and then kind of align it with the foundation. And then I place this one, this one. Yeah, this is where it gets tough because you gotta kind of build it into that bush, like I said. Let's see, we're somewhat on a slight angle. I like how it keeps telling me to build a recruitment beacon, but you know, I just don't want to live alone in this settlement. Oh, messed up that wall. Now it's the fun of seeing if a wall snaps to this. Usually we don't get that lucky. Snaps there, and it's gonna snap there. So we'll do that. I guess I gotta have all the boards going in one direction. This is where it tends to get a little interesting. But we may have to rug glitch this one into here. Usually I don't like doing it there, I prefer doing it here. So what I may do is I may push that in a little further and then just rug glitch. Or maybe we'll just leave it as is and then we'll just rug glitch on that other wall. We just may not have a choice in the matter. Alright, so we start out with 1, 2, 3, 4 wall. 4 floor pieces. Try saying that 5 times fast. And we go 1, 2. And usually here I do the barn pieces, because the barn floors kind of suit what I'm going to do here. And it changes up the texture a bit. Then I go back to the wood pieces. Again. 1, 2. So it's 4 by 1, 2 through 4. Could say it's 4 by 4 by 5 because of this little stick out here. I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a minute. One thing I do add right away is the bar's bathroom. Because, you know, that's something we just never think of in a wasteland, is a bathroom. And what better not to use than a train car. And I don't want to snap for it for some reason. There we go. Because see, the rest of this is being supported by the building. Yes, it is kind of floating back here, but it is what it is. You know, not everything's perfect. Then we start building our walls. And if we can't build that first, we put that there. And then we snap that on there. And then usually what I put for here are these guys, but I usually do the ones with the black ones. And then do the metal. And there we go. It's one side of the saloon done. So one thing I do like doing for the bathroom is adding like a broom closet or a janitorial closet for the settlement. Kind of like as if the people actually kind of kept a store closet. Kind of weird that it's in the bathroom, but it's kind of where it has to be. We'll just call it the janitorial closet, and we'll put 2 wood pieces here. Actually, we'll do 1 metal and 1 wood. I'm not a stickler for it looking perfect. And as for the wall, I'm just going to do plain old concrete. You used to actually be able to snap these in there. It's just really tough to do. But, oh yeah, you can. Okay, we'll snap that in there. It looks better than the concrete. Kind of looks a little more junky. And then we just put our door on here and this is good to go. Alright, for over here. So, later on, I usually build like a little house back here. Like the bartender has his house and place for his family to live in behind the bar. I guess the owner, bar owner, you could say. So I think, oh, there's 2 graves back here. That's gonna be tough to build on top of. Forgive me for doing that. But since we're gonna build the bartender's house back here, we'll put up these walls instead. These are just the plain glass panel walls from the warehouse tab, which I think comes with the building DLC. I can't remember the name of it. It's a workshop something. I wonder if we could snap in a half wall and it would trick the game into thinking we're snapping in something big. Or maybe we'll do it this way. And again, for texture change up, we're going to put these barn pieces here. And we're going to put the barn roof. Now, I know I could use the broken pieces, and they may make a little more sense for what we're doing here, but I kind of look at it this way. The bartender owns his bar. He's very happy with it. Yeah, we might have to right glitch something in there. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, see. Well, we'll need those walls later, so won't worry about it right now. I usually to do a ton of texture change-ups I tend to do. But what we're gonna do, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows this glitch by now. If you've played Fallout 4, you know this glitch. I'm gonna go to the Decorations tab, Floor Covering tab. If you're wondering how you get all these rugs, these are Creation Club items, so. If you're still interested in purchasing from the Creation Club, it is still active. Yeah, this will be a bit tricky. The fact that these are supposed to just snap right on. Just gotta wait till it's like that perfect green color. That just does not look good. Maybe we'll try it this way. Again, I think there's tons of ways I could be doing this, and I'm doing it like the most hard way possible. Come on, usually you snap in just beautifully. Almost seems like it would have been easier to rug glitch it into that wall than it would be this wall. Oh my, the snapping in PC is crazy. How do we get it where it's just partially into there? Enough for me to there. Like even like that would be okay. Like it's in there partially. Partially embedded in that. Oh, we're building right over top of the graves. That's good. I mean, trying to get this out perfectly. I mean, in a kind of a jerk sense, I guess you could say. That it's not good we're building over top of people's graves. We'll just store all this in the workshop for now. Store that. So it looks like we may be extending the soap just a tad bit more. So, never mind what I'm doing right now as I correct everything we just built. So forgive me for a moment. Yeah, I think it was easier to snap on this side than it was that other side. Come on. There we go. Now we just gotta finish building it. Rebuilding it. Got a little bit sticking out here, but that's not a big deal. I'm just hoping these, when they go on, they'll cover up most of that crap. my gosh. Yeah, I forgot the building here is a pain in the butt. But we'll get this done one way or another. Because we've got to be able to cover up those stairs. And so now we're angling outward. It's essential the first floor piece is the very first one that's set nicely. If not, then the rest of this won't go together. Okay. Now, the true test. Yes, we did it. Alright, now back to building. So we may just have to right glitch that one hole in there. We're semi back to normal. I'm building this place up. And usually I add 2 walls there. I guess we'll just have to glitch a wall into here, which in all honesty I'm okay with. It's just gonna have to be that way. It's kind of a struggle building this place, unless you gotta scrap everything mod, where you can scrap the bushes, but we're not using mods right now, so or you just keep looking down until you get it snapped in. But there we go. So that's like the core, the heart have this thing built already. Build the roof over top of this, which will be the barn pieces. And same thing over here, we're going to build another wall. And then we're going to build 2 of these guys up. And I would say it kind of adds depth to your settlement when you do stuff like that, if that makes sense. It doesn't have to. Then usually I do the flat pieces here, like so. It's so much easier. And you're probably wondering, what are we going to do with them? Well, I don't think essentially we can really do anything with this big wide open gap here. I'm not 100% sure if we can or not. I wonder if we can put that there. But we're still stuck with the gap there. Still doesn't fix that issue. This may be something we have to live with, but for right now we'll leave it as is, and maybe when I get up on the roof I'll show you. Maybe we'll figure out a way to fix that. Now usually I do concrete walls just because I think it's cool. Change the texture. I usually just do one door because that's really all you get. So that's the base of the saloon. Now for the roof, or for the front of it, you do that, that. Then we add some stairs. Which will get you up into the saloon. And now it's for the fun part, being up on the roof. No. Could do that. You know, that's the only thing that sucks about Fallout, is there not being any like small little gap fillers or half walls. You only get those if you use mods, which we may end up eventually doing, but for now I want to try and keep this a no mod build. So we'll rug glitch this in, and then I think we can snap one more. And now we got even more of a gap. How the heck are we ending up with so many gaps? Guess we gotta go to the side where it's like the most, because we're trying to rug glitch this on uneven ground. I guess we could rug glitch it on here. Just wait till you see what I'm gonna build there. Feature reference. Town hall. How I'm gonna build it now still remains secret, but I am gonna build a town hall in Mayor's office. Really make Sanctuary Hills shine. Doesn't look pretty, but you won't really see it from the front, and unless you actually look up in the settlement, you won't see it anyways. Where am I going? Oh, quit your heavy breathing, Nate. Acts like he's dying. So we're just gonna kinda... Perfect. See? It blocks it off. Doesn't look pretty, but it works. As a wise man once said, it just works. And now there's no big ugly gap. There. And we still got the two bodies here. I guess we're just gonna have to work around them. I honestly hope those aren't, you know, tied to some crime from before the war. Because, you know, that wouldn't be good. Alright, now for the good old famous saloon front. What's weird is how that's not snapping, but I think you have to put... Oh, I made a fatal mistake. I actually don't use roof pieces, but it's fine. I just waste a bunch of materials to build something that I know I'm not going to use. But no, I know what I use. I actually don't use those roof pieces. I use these pieces, the floors. Because it actually holds up better. And it's kind of like a thicker ceiling for the joint. But no, you gotta, now we gotta remove this. And re-glitch those into place. Just because we decided to put these big dual roof pieces in. And there, nice thick wall roof. But yeah, before we build the front, finish building the front, we'll have to redo those two pieces. But to save ourselves the trouble of doing it the way I did it, we're gonna do it this way. Get our old friend a rug, because when in doubt, use a rug. New rugs could be so useful. There we go. Actually, that even looks better than before. Even though it's not going to be noticed. Alright. Now to build the actual bar. So I kind of build it like the old-timey bars. And then since these walls aren't just standing up all on their lonesome, I usually go to the ball track structure menu. And I put these up kind of as like their holders. Kind of like keeping the ball pinned up. And yes, we're going to be using those stairs in other builds, so now we just add some railings. I tend to do like a mix of railings because, you know, don't need it all looking the same. Put in some scaffolding railings. I always forget about the scaffolding railings. And then we'll do one railing out here. There we go. Heck, we'll do two side by side. Kind of be like it's mixed. But ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Atom Bomb Bar. That's usually what I call it, the Atom Bomb Bar. It seems how we have the materials to build. We are going to spell it out. I usually spell it in nice bright yellow letters. I can build about like 44 of these letters, so there we go. Those are the finishing touches to this nice little bar we just built. Besides a sign that I usually put here. Actually, let's switch this around just so people know the place is open. There we go. The Atom Bomb Bar, my friends. Structure is built. Now for the back of it, I usually put down one of these guys. Because this is like the living area behind the bar. Usually I build like a wall back here. I actually find the PC version of this game is very forgiving with the junk walls. Like, yeah, there's still gaps in them, but it's not nearly as bad as the console edition of this game. No hate towards consoles, because that's still what I play, but it's just the snapping in the PC version is so much better. There we go. At least we got a part wall built, because right here we'll build the house for the occupants of the bar. People that are going to own the bar. You wouldn't want to live behind your place of work, right? And usually for the door, I usually do the metal door. Like so. And for this one, I usually do the junk door. And usually for this, I do the blue door. It's kind of cool to do that. But there we go. The main structure of the bar was built. Am I going to decorate it right now? Probably not. I usually tend to build the base structures first. And then, and this is how I build in Fallout 4. Not everybody builds this way, but this is how I do it. I usually tend to build the base structures first that I want to build. And then that's when I start decorating this after the fact, because then I can figure out how I want to decorate it, how I decorate it, and I decorate usually each building differently, so yeah. But I am definitely happy with this build. Now, since we still have a little time left, I'm going to squeeze in a little build over here. So let's do this. First thing we're going to do is jump fences. See, the gap there is really small, so I tend to build that wall. A little lower, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a platform here. It can be any platform. We'll do the barn platform since the barn walls are kind of like already junky-ish and cool looking. And what I tend to do is I tend to do that, and then kind of like that. You know what? I just realized it's probably not a good idea to build this because it's floating, and we know how a lot of people feel about floating structures in Fallout 4. Just kind of really bugs people, so to not bug anybody, I'm just going to build a solid structure like that. And this kind of be like the guard platform for the entrance of the neighborhood. Not the entrance of our settlement, but the neighborhood. And you're wondering, why am I building these lower? Because I want settlers to be able to go up and see, and it'll be easier to see when they're not being blocked by a giant wall. Another thing I tend to add here will be another platform like this for us to put a guard post on it. Kind of alarming that we're running out of so much steel, but eventually we're going to have to leave here. A bit. And usually what I do is I put a turret on top of there, but I don't think I have anything to build turrets with right now. I'm missing circuitry. Even though I know Codsworth could have circuitry in them, I don't think he would appreciate me attacking them. So we're kind of at a standstill right now with the turret. Unless I were to steal the turret from him. Put him in there. Which that's what we're going to do for right now. This one will just decorate now. So put down a couple of chairs. Free bid, that's allowing me to free place it, but that's right. Chairs, yards to sit out and chill at. A little side table between them. Put on a nice little cabinet. Place to store ammunition, I guess. A little lockbox. Toolbox, sorry. And there we go. There's our little guard post. The entrance is in the bridge, near the bridge. Now I would say that definitely looks really good, in my opinion. So, again, we are going to save because it's a Bethesda game. We know that Fallout 4 is known to freeze, and I do not want this to all be lost. I spent a lot of time doing this, and I have had it lost again. So, let me know down in the comments, do you want to see how I repair the walls in these houses, or do you think that would be a waste and I should show you how I build two of the businesses for this settlement? Because we have those two, we still have the medical center to build and set up. We got a lot to do. But, in all in due time, my friends. So, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, you can like and subscribe, and there'll be more videos to come soon. Have a great day, and well, Happy travels, my fellow Wastelanders. Bye now.